I think I should give us this. What we want to do this morning is how to sell like a pro. How to sell like a professional. That is what we want to consider. But I have 10 nuggets I think I can give us that will be important even before we talk about that major contest, how to sell like a pro. I noticed there's this guilt that comes on people that why is it that I've not learned all these things for long? Why is it that all these things this guy is saying and some other people are saying, some brilliant minds are saying, why is it that I'm just getting to understand them now? The first thing I will tell those people in that category is forgive your past. Forgive your past. So I have 10, it's something you can put down, it's important. If you really want to grow, you have to forgive your past. You have to forgive your past and make it something of non-effect. You have to take it out of your memory, out of your thought, and forgive all those errors, all the money you've wasted, all the silly mistakes you've done. Forgive that past. Because if you don't forget about the past, you don't forgive, you can't heal to take a new turn. Look at people who have injuries, and that injury is closing up. I don't know the medical terminology they call it, but you see that healing can be adversarial in the sense that it's not healing properly, and you have something covering it already as if it's healing. So when you get to the hospital, what do they do? They will peel it again. They will take it back to that root again and start treating it. So if you really want to grow, you have to forgive your past. Second, because of time, change your story. The story you used to tell before, there's no money. This is what is hindering me from becoming who I want to be. Change that story and begin to talk positive. Begin to say something positive. Number 3 is practice gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is a multiplier. It multiplies goodness to us. It multiplies the little you have because it opens up abundance. It opens you up into the realm of abundance. 4, know your worth. Some people don't know their worth. They don't know their worth at all. They don't. It's everything they do. When they call them to a place, they are there. And they said, we need people to come and pack this dirty thing, they will be there. If they said, we need people to come and do this odd job, they will be there. Know your worth, value yourself, respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, nobody will respect you. It is a known fact that you can't honor yourself. You can respect yourself, but people are the ones that honor you. But in the context of respect, in the context of knowing your worth, you have to respect yourself first, and people will follow suit. So know your worth. Number 5 is have faith. Faith is important if you are going to be successful. You have to be positive, optimistic, hopeful about life. You have to have that faith that things are going to work out for you. The path you want to tread, the path we are treading now, it's a path that none has tread. It's a path that it's not a familiar one. So you have to have faith that at the end of the tunnel there's going to be light. It is that light that you are looking for. You are out for it, all out for it, to spot that light at the end of the tunnel. 6 is respect and value money. If you are going to be successful, you need to respect and value money. If you don't respect money, it won't respect you. If you don't value money, money won't value you. So you have to value money. You have to be able to have right orientation about money. You respect it, not that you are serving it as your God, but you respect it. Take a baby step to commit to your growth idea. You want to grow. We talked about goals yesterday. Take baby step towards achieving those goals. Take the first step. take the second step. You see, as you are taking those baby steps, at the long run, you are going to achieve the goal. There's something about success. I think I should chip this in. If you want to be phenomenal, if you want to be someone that will be at the top of your game, there's this rule of 10,000 hours. I don't know if you have heard about it. 10,000 hour rule. If you can stay consistent at your work, at your idea, at your business, or whatsoever service you render, and you have been able to do it consistently for 10,000 hours, you are considered a pro. But a clause is there if you are doing it right. Because there are some people who have worked over 10,000 hours, but they are not putting the right nugget. If you are not putting the right nugget, putting the right skill, you are consistent at growth, you need 10,000 hours. So if someone is working for 1 hour per day, you are committing 1 hour to your work per day, how many hours do you need to get to 10,000? Let's say if you are working 8 hours per day, how many years will you take to get to 10,000 hours? So anyone who has worked is a rule, it's a universal rule. Bill Gates has fulfilled that rule. There's a book I read on that, and I see it really works. It's a phenomenon. It's something that works. The 10,000 hour rule. Take baby steps to your growth, and 8, sacrifice leisure. Sacrifice leisure. Sacrifice your leisure. That's what it means. You've got to sacrifice your leisure. It's not all the time you are free. It's not all the time you play around. You have to sacrifice leisure. Number 9, no more complaining. I was talking to some people yesterday, and I said that I hate complaining because it makes me feel it passes this sense of guilt one way to me. So I hate people who complain around me. I don't like complaining. And one thing complaining does is that it makes you close up to faith. That's my own summary of what complaining means. So one thing complaining does is that it shuts your eyes to see ways, to see opportunities, to see openings. That is what complaining does. If you are someone who complains, okay, instead of complaining, let me look for ways to address this. If you have decided you don't want to complain again about life, you always have solutions, because it takes skill to give excuse. Sincerely, if you understand what I'm saying, it takes intelligence to construct excuse. So instead of making excuses and complaining, use that same energy to avoid it. Because what complaining does is that it attracts negative energy. I don't like complaints around me. It shuts me out. It makes me feel as if people don't appreciate the efforts you've put up together. So complaining, avoid it. And the last one, visualize your success. Visualize your success. What visualizing your success does is that it brings this sense of, it makes it look as if we are fantasizing on certain things. Okay, let's look at it this way. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Begin to imagine things like the number of cars you want to have. Imagine the type of house you desire, the type of husband, the type of wife, the type of currency you want to be spending, the kinds of friends you want to keep, the kinds of clients you want to roll with. Be looking at those things, be visualizing them. Let's see what it looks like. Let's have an idea of how it looks. Let's open our eyes. What you saw, was it beautiful? Huh? You have an idea of the kind of cars you want to drive. Who saw a Range Rover? What did you see? Who saw G-Wagon among his car collection? You saw G-Wagon? Pima. 504. Peugeot. Wow. How come Peugeot?
Well, I mean, I did not close my eyes.
Huh?
I did not close my eyes.
You did not close your eyes. There's Peugeot. There's Peugeot and there's Peugeot. So which one do you want to choose? Peugeot 504. 1990 what? Or you want Peugeot? Because when we are talking of Peugeot in my own time is these latest ones. But there's Peugeot, those ones. Those great grandfather of another grandfather used. So let's go to what we have this morning. To sell like a pro. How to sell like a pro? It's important that in any business, sales is one of the machines that sustains the business. Sales is one of those machines that sustains a business. If you are watching us live, I want you to share the live section. Let's take 1 minute or two. You can pick out your phone. Those that are here, share the live sections that we have. Share the live sections. Are your phone here?
Your phone is outside.
They're outside.
Okay, help you.
You can help them.
Okay, yeah.
No problem. Help them pick their phones and let them share what we have this one, because this is important and it's something that most people in business need to learn. Most people in business need to learn this. So, those who are watching online, take a moment to share this content. Share as much as you can. And leave a comment of where you're watching from. Let's see. So, how to sell like a pro. There's no how you want to sell like a pro that you don't need someone to sell to, or a group of people you want to sell to. For a sales equation to be complete, you need a product or a service, and you need a client or customer, and you need someone who is going to initiate that sale. So as the person who wants to sell, as the service renderer or the product seller, you need someone called a customer or a client. So who is that customer? In a clear and simple term, customer is that person that is making a purchase decision. A customer is the person who is making a purchase decision. So there are things you need to understand. It includes, if a person is making a sales decision, you need to expect certain things like asking questions from such an individual. If you have a person that is asking question about a product, have it at the back of your mind that is either this guy has a mind of buying or he has someone around that wants to buy. So anybody who is asking question about a service, about a product, or researching or comparing prices is a customer, is a client. And the mistake people used to make when it comes to sales is that they don't identify those who want to buy now and those who you need to nurture. In sale, there are two type of people, in my own opinion and my own conclusion, that there are people who are going to buy now and there are people who you need to nurture to buy later. But if you see someone now and you disrespect the person because he's not buying now, you have lost a potential client or customer. So that is why you need to treat people well.
So it's about the life. The first one has reached 604 place that you post. Continue. Sorry, sir.
So, like I was saying, those who are making purchase decisions are customers. So you have to identify from your prospect, who are prospect, intending customers, intending clients. I'm using the language customers because I know we have army of people watching us. But if it is for our own context, we call them client. So they are to be in that group where you called to be nurtured, or those who are buying a product. Maybe tomorrow I will go deep down into some aspect. There are at least 3 to 4 types of customers. There are some that there is nothing you can do, they will never buy from you. You must understand that part. There are some you just need to take extra step of nurturing them. There are some they are just the guys that will just release funds. And there are some there's nothing you can do. Even if you remove your head, they will never buy. And you need to understand who they are and in their class. And you need to understand the class where each of them belong. So, if we are not going to talk about this, you need a good customer service to be able to initiate sales. Customer service experience, which everyone in this organization need to learn and understand. So what's customer service that we are talking about? This is the assistance, advice, help provided by a company, by an organization, to those people who buy or use its products or services. Now, you will see, in that context, it's not for people who are buying alone. It's for people who are about to buy, who will buy, and who have bought. The definition I gave us now is not just for intending, they are not just for prospect alone. They are for those who have bought your product too. They are for those who are about to buy. They are for those who are buying. They are for those who are making decisions to buy. So if you understand all these things, you'll be a sales magnet. It is the provision of service to customer before, during, and after a purchase of goods and services. And it is the act of communicating with customers, clients, to know and solve the problems they have, or to unravel puzzles, or to solve their puzzles, or to enlighten them. That's what a good customer service does, a good customer service provides. So what are the customer service ethics that you need? And when we are talking about customer service ethics, what does it sound to look like? What does it look like? It controls how we communicate with our customers and clients. It's not those people that say, "Are you mad? I did not beg you to come here. Our products are not bad. They are hot cake. Yes, your product is hot cake, but you must not preach indiscipline and arrogance. No, we did not call you here. We do not even need people like you." Those are not the communications you need to have. You have to communicate value. Have you not experienced people? There are people who there's no name you want to give to them that on the negative that they will not qualify to bear. But it's not in your mouth to call them. It's not in your job description to give them those names. There are nefarious sets of people, very unserious, very arrogant, but it's not your responsibility to tell them if you are maintaining a good customer service ethics. Like they will say, the person backing a dead child knows. It's the person that now tell you that child you are backing at your back is dead, that she will bite. So a bad customer already knows himself as bad. So you telling him or her is adding petrol to fire, it's you that will eventually bite. It's you that will eventually insult. But have you not seen people who take you on that flight of customer experience, that despite the rubbish you are saying, the rubbish that client or that customer is saying, they are still at peace with the person? No sir, sorry sir. Eventually, if the person comes to the right state of mind, as someone who has good conscience, he or she should know that that's why I'm looking for fight. You have seen people who are looking for fight, and you are always looking for peace. Eventually, they will succumb. They will surrender, and it will be one of the shameful experiences they have if it's for someone that has shame. So this governs how we communicate with customers, with clients. So, and what are the importance of good customer ethics? I don't want us to spend more than 30 minutes on the max. Importance of good customer ethics: it attracts customers. 2, it attracts talents. It maximizes customer loyalty, and it works as a multiplier effect. So what are the things you should maintain? I want to give you a template. See, here in this organization, there are things that we need to reveal to us, especially to those that are watching online. I tell people, yesterday I was talking to you guys, your IT guys, that there's nothing I will hide from you, right? That anything you can pick within the shortest period you have here, pick it. I'm saying that to those people who are online too. Anything that is useful for you, pick. These are brilliant thoughts put together. These are brilliant thoughts. Things that if you take away pride from it, and initiate it into your business life, you become at least better. That's at least you must be better. If you introduce all this knowledge and all this training into your business life. So let me give us a template of things you should run over if you are communicating to a customer, maybe as a service personnel. 1, if you are putting a call to someone on phone as a client or a customer, or even if they are with you, one of the questions to ask is that, is this the right time to speak to you, sir or ma? Not those ones that will just speak phone. Hello, especially, and they will be talking with bedroom voice. Hello, I'm Mr. Oforola from so A, B, C, and X and Z company. I want to ask you certain questions. How are you, that money have you done? It's not the best. Enthusiasm to close the deal, to speak to the person who got over me. I did not even test the person. I just called straight. And I started talking. I said, what nonsense. You are talking as if you have known me before. You are talking as if, get out of my phone. And that was the end. So for you not to experience some of these things, that's why we are saying those important things. Good customer activities or good customer service rendering makes you know that, is this the right time to speak to you, sir? Is this the right time to speak to you, ma'am? After they pick your call, you introduce yourself. I am Lagbaja Kofoshi from A, B, C, and D, and E, and Z company. You tell them the role you play in that office. Maybe I'll even tell us code calling. I'll tell us how code calling should be. I'll give us a template we can use. So from there, you proceed to how has been your day. If it's a business person, how is your business? If someone who works in an organization, how is work going? Care about their happiness. I'm talking to us already. I will not be calling numbers. Care about their happiness. Care about their source of income. Care about their family life, their marriage. And avoid imposter syndrome. People are always there with their guards. If you are becoming an imposter, they are looking at you that, what's this guy up to? Who cares? All these ones they are doing. Why are you barging into my privacy? Avoid that imposter syndrome. Also prioritize consuming value to give value. If you are in business and you are not doing it very well now, you need content like this. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Avoid familiarity or whatsoever. You need content like this. If you are in business and you are not doing well, consume values like this and values like this. Take charge of your life. Take content. Eat them like your breakfast, lunch, dinner. And Let those you are relating with see you as an authority. Take charge of conversations. Don't let people hijack conversations from you. Don't let the person hijack the call from you. Don't let the person hijack the intention. At this point, I think it's good we call it a day here. We'll continue from there tomorrow. So I don't know if you have questions. I want to leave time for questions. Maybe those who are online, who are watching. Someone should check if we have questions.
Perfect.
Someone should check for comments. I think I should be able to check monitor from here.
Yeah, the phone. Not yet, sir.
So, who has questions to ask? I do have a question on the live section. So, those who are in the studio, is there a question before we call it a day? I think we have done close to how many minutes now? Okay, I call this 33 minutes. I want 30 minutes section to this morning. So, questions, or those who are going to watch later, good of you. I think she has been able to put down some of those things we have discussed. Yes, she has pinned them down. That's great. That's a good one. So, in the absence of questions, we'll call it a day, and we'll see later. Thank you so very much. Have a beautiful day experience. Thank you.